Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this latest edition of Tales from Outer Space. I hope you enjoy. Story number 1, Alien Abductions, written by Random 3X. It was Scarefest in Homolcar, and Gilbert was just getting home with a couple of friends after watching the latest horror movie about invading beings from another world. The three friends all made their way to his living room and crashed out in their preferred chairs.
Well, that was scary,
Gilbert said in an exhausted exhale. He had never been a fan of scary movies.
Very unbelievable, though,
Crag said, pushing up his glasses to his eyes.
Yeah, I mean, who ever heard of an alien like that? The writers and artists must have let their imagination run away with them,
Plork said.
Actually, they apparently based it on alien abduction stories of Body and Bainey Hall,
Gilbert explained. The fact seemed to surprise the other two.
Really?
So there were Valtruvians that believe this really happened? Crag asked.
Yes, though, can I ask you guys, do you believe aliens really exist?
Gilbert asked.
I do believe they do. The universe is big for them not to exist. Do I believe in aliens like humans who have visited our planet? No. I think if a species is sufficiently advanced, they wouldn't bother with that,
Block replied.
No, I think it is stupid to believe in aliens. There is no proof that aliens ever exist.
We may be alone in the universe, Crag said, offering his opinion. Gilbert, though, seemed apprehensive at these replies. He clearly wanted to say something, but was visibly reluctant. Noticing this, his two friends relaxed their body language to let their friend speak his mind.
Do you believe in them, Glibby? I know for a fact that they exist,
Gilbert finally said after a short moment of hesitation.
How can you... you don't mean that you were...
Crag left an unsaid question hanging in the air.
Yes, I experienced an abduction myself. It's why I suggested we see the movie together. I wanted just to convince myself that it was a dream. But no, it only felt scarier.
Gilbert was looking increasingly scared.
Hey, we won't judge you, buddy. Tell us what happened,
Block said in his most soothing tone.
I was out on a late night stroll when there was a really bright light.
The other two nodded. This seemed standard so far.
When the light cleared, I was standing in a bright white room, sitting on a table.
The others nodded, and while Plork rested a comforting hand on Glibben's shoulder. It's okay. We're here for you.
These giant beings appeared. They had no fur except on the top of their heads. Their skin was weird pinkish. Guys, I saw a real human.
Gilbert's lower lip was trembling.
What did they do?
Block asked, edging closer to be ready to hug his friend should it be needed.
They ran a hand from top of my head down my back. They kept mumbling something in their language.
Gilbert accepted the offered hug.
What did it sound like?
Crag asked, clearly fascinated.
It was a strange noise, but it sounded like so fluffy. Good puppy.
Gilbert shuddered, recalling the strange sounds.
When did this happen?
Crag asked.
A few weeks ago, but I can't speak about it. People would think I'm crazy.
Gilbert looked more and more despondent.
So they only stroked your head and back. Anything else?
Block asked.
They held out a mesmerizing orb of bright colors for me. I felt my mind lose control to it, and as they threw it, I couldn't help but chase it.
Gilbert's words matched many of the reports from previous abductions. An orb the humans named Tan-Isbal. Some kind of mind control device.
After that, a grey-furred human.
Gilbert was cut off by Crag holding his hand.
I thought you said they don't have fur. I meant that the small fur on top of his head. But anyways, the grey human walked in and he seemed very angry. He shouted at the other humans. I was so terrified. But with a flash of light, I was back where I'd left, and a couple hours had gone by.
Do you remember what the grey-furred human said? Crag asked. Glabar shuddered, as it was so scary. It had been burnt into his very soul.
I told you stop petting the natives.
Crag pondered the sounds before holding up a finger in realization. An invasion! He was telling them that I would need to invade soon, and to place you back as a mind slave to help with the invasion. Think about it. Why did they use the mind control orb? HR report from Observation Ship 1AD4697. On the 31st of October, Private Perkins and Professor Klein, under the influence of alcohol provided at the Halloween party, decided to go to the transporter and use the device on a native Paporian. The pair then proceeded to interact with the Paporian, treating it like a puppy, and playing fetch with it. Supervisor Malcolms arrived shortly after this all began, and reprimanded the pair for the impromptu puppy party. Under his supervision, they promptly returned the Paporian to where they had taken it from. The pair has been put on a week's suspension for misuse of the device. It is strongly recommended that we allow the crew to bring pets from Earth with them to help prevent the need to abduct uncontacted alien species that, while adorable, are sapient. Please see the notes from the HFY incident. End of story. Story number 2. Translated, 6% margin of error, personal logs of the first Majordomo to the Empress. Written by Indarius. Day 1. First contact. I executed 2 scouts this morning for the preposterous exaggeration, a severe dereliction of their only duty. It wasn't until the 3rd scout reported the same news that I began to take the report seriously. Certainly nothing that colossal could fly, much less something made of metal. The notion was outrageous. It was only later that I beheld the thing with my own eyes that I allowed the truth to wash over me. It was real. Alien life is real. The Empress must be notified at once. Day 2. The aliens have declared war without reason or provocation. Every city within the 6th district was completely obliterated, with the vast alien craft deemed to rain down death across the plain. Eventually, the carnage abated and the alien craft landed, rending the earth asunder and crushing millions. All attempts at communication have been met with summary violence. Never have I witnessed such destructive potential, nor the callous will to use it. The Empress has summoned aid from the nearby kingdoms. I only pray that it will not be too late. Day 4. Today I witnessed that which our scientists have deemed impossible. 2 titans emerged from the craft to survey the wreckage of our kingdom. The impossible giants moved with astounding speed, rending the ground, the land, the very air in their wake. Our diplomatic envoy showed incredible bravery as they approached these titans, bearing such regal gifts as to purchase a kingdom. The aliens briefly spoke thunderous foreign gibberish before they raised a single, ghastly appendage. A brief flash of light was visible, and our delegation had vanished, annihilated to the last. I will advise the Empress to assemble the legions and mount a full-scale counterattack as soon as possible. Day 7. 80% of our superstructure cities have been destroyed, yet the Legion still assembles. Nearly every man, woman, and child has been conscripted to fight these demons. While traditional weaponry might be useless, we have hope that with enough attack ships we might be able to take them down. Now, powerful as these alien scum appear to be, they have yet to discern our subterranean layers. Clearly, this oversight of their battle plan might be their undoing. Day 8. The legions were destroyed this morning when another alien craft broke through the skies and crashed upon the plain, directly above the staging point for our counterattack. I fear all hope is lost. Day 9. The Empress is dead. Long live the Empress. Day 18. I have spent the last cycle traveling with the remaining refugees to the nearest sister kingdom. Fewer than 2 million of us remain. Perhaps if the free cities can band together, this invasion might be driven off. Yet after witnessing firsthand the unholy, wanton destruction of our abandoned kingdom, I truly hold no hope for our salvation. Day 20. They are coming. By the gods above and below, they are coming. End of translated personal logs. Epilogue. So, boss, the computer's fairly sure the pheromone patterns on these shiny pebbles are some sort of written language. It's even gone so far as to give us the best guess translation.
You mean there's writing on those flecks of sand? No shit.
Yeah, man, you'll never guess what it says. Apparently, those mosquito-looking feckers were pretty sophisticated. They had some sort of kingdom on and under the beach we landed on. Hell, remember when you blasted that swarm that was coming with you earlier? Well, that was some sort of delegation.
Uh-huh.
Damn. I just didn't want to see if they could get through the suit. Yeah, go figure. So what, you think we should go get the company on the line and let them know? Probably a pretty big deal, right? Intelligent life on this rock. Possibly a finder spin involved. Forget it, dude. We might get in trouble. Didn't you read the manual about first contact situations? That crap has some pretty by-the-book procedures. We might even get canned for fecking it up. Fine. Just thought that we should be pretty cool. So, we're still leaving in 30? Yeah, we're almost filled up. This fecking planet spins too fast anyway. The rotation at every hour has my migraine ticking into overdrive. Gotcha, boss. And, what do we do about the mosquito people? They're goddamn bugs, dude. I'm sure when we take off, it'll gloss any evidence that we were here, anyway. Wouldn't worry about it. Good call, boss. Good call. I wonder if they even sucked blood. End of story. I would quickly like to thank the T5 channel members and Patreons. Casper Arnholtz, Cam Maxwell, Barky, Lord Azrakal, It's Difficult to Pronounce, Dragzoon WRE, Holly's Sister, Arcadian. Thank you very much.